Okay, first of all, I would like to say thank you very much to my students who present about this book. Uh, this is what we call the book with the title Al-Fiqh Al-Manhaji and Al-Mazhab Al-Imam Al-Shafi'i. And then, Alhamdulillah, the book has been translated into several languages, including also English. As we understand that this book is totally focused on fiqh that related to Mazhab Al-Shafi'i. And then we know that Mazhab Al-Shafi'i is the official Mazhab which has been practiced in Negara Brunei Darussalam. For this reason, if, for example, any things that you want to know about the status of fiqh related to Mazhab Al-Shafi'i, maybe this book is the most suitable to be referred. Because if you want to refer directly to the primary source, like for example, Kitab by the founder of Mazhab Al-Shafi'i, or kitabs what we call by the followers of Mazhab Al-Shafi'i, sometimes very difficult to understand. However, with the contributions of the authors, right, this book contains 3 volumes, right, and then we found that comprehensive also in terms of the discussions. For example, the first volume, big size please. The first volume focus about al-ibadat. Okay, about al-ibadat wa mulhaqatiha, meaning that anything that related to al-ibadat or worship, including, for example, let me say that the primary ibadah is salat, saum, zakat, and al-hajj. The another one, for example, including also al-aiman, wal-nuzur, as-saidu, wal-zaba'eh, al-aqiqah, al-atimah, wal-ashiribah, wal-libas, wal-zina, wal-kafarat, also considered as part of ibadah, meaning that this is under mulhaqatiha. So, and alhamdulillah, focus all idea related to Mazhab Al-Shafi'i. And if we refer to Fiqh As-Sunnah by Sayyid Sabit, you will see the discussion of this book not only focus on Mazhab Al-Shafi'i idea, mention also the idea of another Mazhab, but in the case that you want to make a fatwa, for example, this is the book for you. Even though in Arabic, I'm sure the Mufti know Arabic very well, and it can translate into Malay or into English in order to give the fatwa related to Mazhab Al-Shafi'i. And if the problem related to this matter, maybe we have to refer to the volume number 1. But when we come to the second volume, that is related to Al-Ahkam Al-Usra, meaning that family law or Islamic family law. Sometimes we understand that the rule related to personal matters. So meaning that family law, and then mulhaqatiha, something that related to family laws. For example, al-waqaf, endowment, al-wasiyah, and then al-fara'id, inheritance. So this is also related to family law. And I think what we call the very comprehensive discussion also about that. I personally also have the article related to this matter, but I try to see not only based on Mazhab Al-Shafi'i, but I try to see the wisdom behind the Islamic family law for the protection of health as well as for the preservation of health, something like that. All right. So one chapter, I think I have around 60 pages. I also published about that. But this one's not related to civilization, because for my case, try to find out the wisdom behind the Islamic family law. But in this case, maybe try to see the status of Islamic family law. For example, if there is something related to waqaf, something related to fara'id, al-wasiyah, and then maybe this is the case, right? For example, if we refer to al-waqaf, endowment, in according to Mazhab al-Shafi'i, we understand that he has maybe a little bit difference with another mazhab because according to Mazhab al-Shafi'i, benda yang kita wakaf tu benda yang tidak bergerak. So if you want to wakaf in form of the money, sometimes also very difficult to use the idea of Mazhab al-Shafi'i. But in our case today, that is happen. For example, if you have a monthly salary, sometimes you want to make the wakaf. Right? This is money. Money ni benda yang boleh bergerak. Not like the building. So in that case, maybe we have to refer to another mazhab, especially mazhab Hanafi. But I'm sure, right, in this book, give to you very detailed explanation about endowment according to mazhab Shafi'i. If we refer to another volume, this is related to sometimes fi al-mufawadat. Mufawadat, sometimes we say that muamalat in transaction, trading, something like that. Wal jinayat, there is a criminal law. Wal hudud, wal jihad, wal imamah, al uzma, wa ma yutba'uha. So in another word, this is something related to transactions, related to politics also, relate also to the criminal laws. And for your information, I also have something related to al-jinayat, but not what we call in according to Mazhab al-Shafi'i. I try to see what we call the role of Islamic, the Islamic criminal law for protections of disease as well as for human well-being, something like that. I published also this article in Sarawak Law Quarterly, so in English. So in another word, I look perspective of what we call the wisdom, the philosophy behind the Islamic criminal law. But in the case of what we call the discussion of this book, Al-Fiqh al-Manhaji, right, based on the title of the book, Al-Fiqh al-Manhaji ala Mazhab al-Imam al-Shafi'i. So it seems that try to give very simple status in according to Mazhab al-Shafi'i point of view. And we understand that this is book related to fiqh rather than related to usul al-fiqh, which can be referred in order to make sure that we have full understanding related to Mazhab al-Shafi'i. So as I mentioned, just to review about the book, and if you want to know in detail about the book, of course we have to go and read the book by yourself. So the purpose of review, meaning that we try to give the general idea related to this book, and then if you want to know in particular or in detail about what has been discussed by the author, so no doubt we as the reader have to refer and read more and more to this book. Okay, thank you very much for the presentation.